underway here in Las Vegas. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ready?
Excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders 1st down as he'll be brought.
Tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 4. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Out, and the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season. And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness. And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie. Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, fingers crossed here, first quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They're now 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held. Just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. These two teams all tied after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Again, it's Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now they'll shift things around. Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And a run with Jacobs on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped well behind the line of scrimmage. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it.
It's 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Defense was thinking run, and they're... just under 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shot, 17.
Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Third and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Well, they would have got the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to pump this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Raiders try to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught by Mayer. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Good start there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll drop to throw. And his throws. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. To the left side, there's Mayer. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
2nd and 5. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Mayer there to bring it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Myers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
There's a quick shot to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Looking to throw. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. They'll set up to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you get this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And out now come the Seahawks. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Tackle made by Tyree Wilson.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he'll get to it right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. The pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
After the incomplete pass here, 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now they'll run it on the toss. And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
2nd and 7.
Check 6. Split. Yellow.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 28. Here's 3rd and a few inches. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold it.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays.
Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They run again with Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And then down.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already in trouble.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The city always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Raiders, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.